Hi, I'm Chris Carter and I'm a missionary to Japan, and I want to tell you about this giant telescope. I serve in a town called Tsukuba. Tsukuba is Japan's science city, and my family and I do Chi Alpha College ministry at the University of Tsukuba. The University of Tsukuba is Japan's science university. It's called the MIT of Asia, and one of the things that we do at the university is we reach college students through Chi Alpha ministry. Now, a few years ago, my daughter got interested in astronomy, so we bought her a little telescope. Well, we liked the little telescope so much that we thought, hey, let's get a little bit bigger one. So we got a little bit bigger one, and we started doing these parties with students where they would come over to our house and we would play games, and inevitably we started looking through the telescope. And I was amazed when I saw my scientist students from Tsukuba University look in the telescope and scream when they saw the rings of Saturn, saying, oh, I can't believe that it's so cool. And I started to think, hey, what would happen if these scientists in Tsukuba found out that we had here at our church like the biggest telescope around? We could probably get a lot of students to come to our events. People in Tsukuba are interested in science, they're interested in astronomy, and one of the most difficult things in Japan to do is to connect with people. You have to have an excuse to connect with someone because people in Japan are crazy busy. And so I thought, hey, what if we had a big telescope? That would be an excuse for scientists to come to our church. It would be a way of connecting with children in our neighborhood. It would be an opportunity to start a conversation with people about the God who made the universe. And so I started to kind of dream about that, but I thought, oh, you know, I'll never be able to afford a telescope bigger than the one we have. But then I thought, hey, you know, BGMC buys things for missionaries. Now, they probably would never buy me a gigantic telescope to do ministry to scientists in Japan, but hey, I'll ask. All they can do is say no. Well, the short version of the story is they said yes. And just the other day, I received this telescope, which is gigantic. It's so big that when we set it up on the sidewalk at Tsukuba University, I know that tons of students are going to stop and say, oh, could I look through that? And it will be an excuse to start a conversation. One of the most difficult things to do in Japan. So thank you, BGMC, for buying us this telescope. We are excited to see what kind of fruit it produces in Japan at Tsukuba University in Japan's science city.